Testing, testing,
Bars, did you check?
testing, testing.
Just put in a new battery
Today.
today.
Oh, okay. No, I had them.
Testing,
I checked last
testing,
night.
testing. No, it's not working.
I think you have the wrong one on.
One, two. Yep, okay.
More bars. Oh, you checked? You did, unless you
Yeah, you
gave
put the
him.
batteries into that one, because I was wearing that one.
Oh, you were wearing that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
And how
when
many are on yours?
he's got 3 bars, I think. If it's the same as
Let me
last
take a
night.
look. Let's test you.
All right. Check. 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 Check.
Check, check. Oh, can I turn this on?
Ultimately, we'll turn. Yeah. Ultimately, but that doesn't really. That's more for the people who come up and read. It's not so much for you.
Check, 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 check.
So really speak out.
Speak.
Like
Like.
you did a good job with numbers last night. Why don't you do the numbers?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's see when the rabbi comes.
Okay.
Check. 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 Check.
Check,
Check.
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 Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to B'nai Israel. I'm Rabbi Eric Polikoff. I'm joined on the bima by Linda Goodman, our Director of Sacred Music. And with us on the pulpit this morning on the bima is Sam Stoltz, who becomes a bar mitzvah this Shabbat. We also welcome via live stream those watching us on our YouTube channel. It's been said that we cannot merely pray to God to end war, for the world was made in such a way that we must find our own path to peace within ourselves and our neighbors. We cannot merely pray to God to root out prejudice, for we already have the eyes with which to see the good in all people if we would only use them rightly. We cannot merely pray to God to end starvation, for we already have the resources with which to feed the entire world if we would only use them wisely. Therefore, we pray instead for strength, determination, and willpower to do instead of merely to pray, to become instead of merely to wish, so that our world may be safe and so that our lives may be blessed. Indeed, that's what this day's service and ceremony are about, recognizing commitment and determination, the type that builds character and fosters identity. As led by Linda and Sam, we worship to affirm sacred insights that have sustained our people across the generations as doers, as performers of mitzvot, rather than as passive souls. As we begin our service, which will feature Hebrew, the language connecting Jews across time and space, a few reminders. First, put your cell phone onto silent mode. You won't need them now. This request has become so common that one of my colleagues observes that Jewish, Christian, Muslim prayer all begin the exact same way. I've also shared another of our colleagues who teases his congregants, please turn off your cell phones. If I hear one during our services, I'll have no choice but to start all over again. Another request, should there be any paparazzi present, please refrain from photography throughout the service. So too, in recognition of Sam's profound effort and our sense of decorum, please keep all private conversations outside our sanctuary. This is a place for public prayer as well as silent conversation between an individual and God. As for gum chewing, it may have its place, but not at all in this sanctuary. We begin with a special talit presentation as Sam receives his prayer shawl from his parents.
We wish for you to be a person of character, strong but not sharp, gentle but not weak.
We wish for you to be righteous but not self-righteous, honest but not unforgiving.
Wherever you journey, may your steps be firm and may you walk in just paths and not afraid.
Whenever you speak, may your words be words of wisdom and friendship.
May your hands build and your heart preserve what is good and beautiful in our lives.
May the voices of the generations of our people move through you, and may the God of our ancestors be your God as well.
May you know that there is a people, a rich heritage to which you belong, and from that sacred place you are connected to all who dwell on the earth.
May the stories
of our people be upon your heart, and the grace of the Torah rhythm dance in your soul.
Amen. Thank you. We now turn to page 192 in our prayer books. The prayer books will be found directly in front of the seat in front of you, page 192, for our opening hymn, Ma Tovu. Ma tovu, o ha'alecha Yaakov, mishkemotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu, o ha'alecha Yaakov, mishkemotecha Yisrael. How fair are your tents, O Jacob, your dwellings, O Israel. We begin with these words: as the synagogue is the dwelling place of Israel, the Jewish people. We turn to page 196, 196, for Elohai Neshama, our prayer for the soul.
Elohai, Elohai, Nishama,
Shenatata bi tehorahi. Ata virata, ata yitzarta, ata nefachta bi. Ve'ata mishamra, mishamra b'kirbi.
Elohai,
Elohai Nishama, Shenatata bi tehorahi. My God, the soul you have given me is pure. Praised are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul and the breath of humankind. We turn to page 198 for the Nisim B'chol Yom, for our daily miracles. These blessings are recited responsibly with Sam leading us. They begin on page 198. They'll continue on the right-hand pages, on the even-numbered pages, to page 202.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan l'sechi vina, l'chin bein yom uvein laila.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivri.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokeif kifufi.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, rukah haaretz al hamayim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechin mitzadei gaver.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish arumim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten laya'ef koach.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hama'avir shenat me'anai, utumat me'afapai.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tzelem Elohim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben chorin.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Otzer Yisrael b'gvura.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Oter Yisrael b'tifara. Page 203, Sam is our reader.
I am a Jew because the faith of Israel demands no abdication of my mind. I am a Jew because the faith of Israel requires all devotion of my heart. I am a Jew because in every place where suffering weeps, the Jew weeps. I am a Jew because at every time when despair cries out, the Jew hopes. I'm a Jew because the world of Israel is the oldest and the newest. I'm a Jew because Israel's promise is the universal promise. I'm a Jew because for Israel, the world is not completed. We are completing it. I'm a Jew because for Israel, humanity is not created. We are creating it. I'm a Jew because Israel places humanity and its unity above the nations and above Israel itself. I'm a Jew because, above humanity, image of the divine unity, Israel places the unity which is divine.
Page 215 for Ashrei.
Ashrei Oshrei Veitecha, Otra Lucha Sela.
Ashrei ha'am shekacha lo, Ashrei ha'am shadonai Elohav.
Tila LaDavid, Aramim Chlelohai HaMelech, Vevar Hashim Chlele Olam Vaed.
B'chol yom avarcheka, v'lalcha shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Gadol Adonai Hulu Ma'od, V'li Dolato En Cheker.
Dor lador yisabach ma'asecha, ugvurotecha yagidu.
Hadar Kivod Hodecha, B'divrei Nifotecha Asicha.
Ve'ezuv noratecha yomeru, ugrulatcha asaprena.
Zecher Abtecha Yabiu, B'tzid Katecha Yar'enu.
Chanun v'rachum Adonai, erech apay mugdal chased.
Tov Adonai Lakol, V'rachamav Al Kol Masav.
Yoduch Adonai kol ma'asecha, v'hasidecha yivarchucha.
Kavod Ma'otecha Yomeru, Ugvurotecha Yalaberu.
Lahodia livnei ha'adam gvurotav, uchvod hadar malchuto.
Malchutecha Malchuko Olamim, Umem Shadecha B'chol Dor Vador.
So meach Adonai l'chol hanoflim, v'zokef l'chol hakufufim.
Einei Kol Ilcha Yasaberu, Vet Hanutin Lahem Et Ochlam Beoto.
Poteach et yadecha, umaspiach l'chol chayratzon.
Tzadik Adonai B'chol Derachav, B'chasit B'chol Masav.
Karov Adonai l'chol korav, l'chol asher yirkarhuhu v'emet.
Ratzon Yirayav Yasef, Vet Shavatam Yishmav Yoshiyim.
Shomer Adonai et kol ohavav, v'et kol arishaim yashmid.
Tehila Adonai Edver Pi, Vivarech Kol Basar Shem Kodsho Le'olam Va'ed.
Ve'anachnu nivarech ya, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah. Speaking of hallelujah, we turn to page 218 for Psalm 150, the operative word of this psalm, hallelujah. Hallelu, 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 hallelujah. Hallelu, 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 hallelujah. Hallelu, el bekocho, hallelu, bekira uzo, hallelu, betorav, hallelu, good good love. Hallelu, 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 hallelujah. Hallelu, 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 hallelujah. Hallelu, b'techa shofar, hallelu, b'nevel v'chinor, hallelu, b'tov u'machol, hallelu, b'nim v'ugav. Hallelu, 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 hallelujah. Hallelu, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, B'tzil Tzalei Shama. Hallelujah, B'tzil Tzalei Trua. Kol Nashama Tehallel. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. We now turn to page 224. Sam leads us in the Chatzi Kaddish.
Yikadal v'yikadal shemei rabba.
Amen.
Yamal divrel hirate amich mahute.
Becha yechon uf yomechon ufayedechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv.
V'meru.
Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Le'omaya, Yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Nekudusho
Brihu.
Le'eman michol v'rata v'shirata
Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran Be'oma.
V'meru.
Amen.
Please rise.
Page 226.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
We turn to page 228. Sam is our reader towards the bottom of the page.
Be praised, Adonai our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the lights you created. May they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Yoser Hamarot. On page 230, Sam is our reader at the bottom of the page.
Baruch atah Adonai, Hambocher ba'amo Yisrael be'ahavra.
Page 232. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
We turn to page 234. We join together with Sam in the Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha Hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam b'shivtecha b'veitecha ובלכתך לדרך, ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Emet, we turn to page 239. Sam leads us in the second reading on the page. We read this responsibly, the eternal truth.
The eternal truth is that you alone are God, and there is none else.
May the righteous of all nations rejoice in your love and exult in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks.
Let nation not lift up sword against nation, nor learn war anymore.
You shall not hate your brother or your sister in your heart.
The stranger that sojourns with you shall be accepted as your equal, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Why do you crush my people and oppress the poor, asked God?
We know that the Eternal One defends the poor and upholds the rights of the needy.
Praise to God Most High.
Blessed is God and deserving of blessing. We turn to page 240 and we invite forward Owen and Ava to help assist. They'll be leading us in the clapping, which we will be doing as we sing Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha Bailim Adonai, Mi Chamocha Nehedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehillah O Sefelech, Nora Tehillah O Sefelech. Mi Chamocha Bailim Adonai, Mi Chamocha Nehedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehillah O Sefelech, Nora Tehillah O Sefelech. Who is like you, O God? Your power is awesome and mighty. The eternal will reign forever, forever and ever. Mi Chamocha Bailim Adonai, Mi Chamocha Nehedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehillah O Sefelech, Nora Tehillah O Sefelech. Mi Chamocha. Thank you, thank you. Yisrael, Kuma B'ezrat Yisrael, Uvdechinu Mecha, Yehuda veYisrael, Go Aleinu Adonai Tzevaot Shemo, Kedosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, God Yisrael.
Please rise.
Our service continues with the Tefillah, page 242. We will be chanting the prayers on the right-hand pages, on the even-numbered pages, beginning page 242, continuing through page 248.
Adonai
Sefatai tiftach ufi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Ha'oram, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdevot Ve'imahot, U'mevii Gula Livnei Bneihem, Le'man Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hoser U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'Ezrak Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atarad Lehoshia, Mechakel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Sohomech Noflim V'Rofech Oholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishelei Afar, Michamocha B'Givurot, Umidomelach, Melech Melit Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'amanata L'chayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Nikadesh et Shemcha ba'olam, Kishem shemakdishim oto b'shmei marom, Kakatuv ayad neviecha, V'kara zel ze ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Melech kol haaretz, Kivodo. Adir, Adirenu, Adonai, Adonenu, Adir, Shemecha b'chol haaretz, Baruch Kivod Adonai Mimkomo. Echadu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Hu Moshienu, V'hu Yashmienu, Berachamav le'enei kol chai. Ani Adonai Yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Yitzion, le'dor v'ador. Hallelujah.
Please be seated.
Ledorvador, 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 Nagid God Lecha. Ledorvador, 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 Nagid God Lecha. Unetzach netzachim kevishachecha nadish, kevishachecha nadish, vishechacha Elohim, v'yipinu Elohim, le'olam, le'olam va'ed. Ledorvador, 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 Nagid God Lecha. Ledorvador, 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 Nagid God Lecha. V'kadosh, v'kadosh ata. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ledorvador, from generation to generation, we will make known God's greatness. We turn to page 250. Vishamru, our prayer for the Sabbath, for Shabbat, is the second Hebrew paragraph on the page. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Kisheshet Yamin asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash. Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Page 254 for Ritzeh.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu b'Amecha Yisrael u'tefilatam be'ahavah
avodat Yisrael. Yisrael Amecha El Karov Lekol Karav B'nei El Avodecha V'chanenu Shefol Ruchacha Aleinu V'techasena Enenu V'shuvecha L'Tzion B'rachamim Baruch atah Adonai HaMachazir Shebinato Letzion.
We turn to page 257. Sam leads us in responsive reading.
For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations.
Modim anachnu lach.
For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons.
Modim anachnu lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression.
Modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared.
Modim anachnu lach.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others may live in dignity and freedom.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim anachnu lach.
We pray that we may live, not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving.
Page 258 for Sim Shalom.
Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. La da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da da da, ya da 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 da, ya da da, ya da da, ya da da. Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. Sim, 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 shalom, sim, sim, shalom, sim, sim, shalom, tova uveracha. La da 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 da, ya da da, ya da da.
Please pause for silent meditation.
Page 260.
Say shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakom Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakom Yisrael. Say shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakom Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakom Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakom Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakom. Amen.
We now turn to page 362, page 362 for Seder Kriyat Torah this morning for our Torah service.
Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai, v'ein k'maasecha, malachutecha, malachut kol olamim, u'memshaltecha b'chol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed. Adonai ozmo yitein, Adonai yivarech et amo b'shalom.
We rise, we invite forward Owen and Ava, who will be opening our ark and carrying our crowns. We invite forward for our generational passing of the Torah, grandparents Mel and Brenda and Rabbi Rachel. We invite forward Michael and Jen.
Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, Ki mitzion tetzeh
are ordinary days, and then there are exceptional moments when we are imbued with reflection, if not an awareness of the sacred. We call such exceptional moments kadosh, holy, liminal moments, times at a threshold of a change in status, such as a bar mitzvah, are especially kadosh. Sam, for you and your family, this is precisely such a moment. So let us first pause to recognize your family. May you be reminded of their love and devotion for you. Still, Sam, today it's you who specifically stands here as a Jew, one with distinct pride in your faith. For our people, Torah is our essence. For into our hands, O God, you have placed the Torah, to be held high and taught from one generation to the next. Whatever has befallen us, our people have remained steadfast in our connection to the Torah. It was carried into exile in the arms of parents, that their children might not be deprived of their birthright. The Torah has been held aloft in celebration, affirming a way of life centered with insight and meaning. Sam, you are about to be handed the Torah. It's a heavy one, and it bears the immense weight of our history and our obligation to promote compassion, justice, and healing in this world. In taking it, may you pledge to uphold it as you, Sam, carry its teachings forward.
Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, udevar Adonai mirushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato.
Page 366.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadu Adonai iti, uneromema Shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagidula v'hagibura v'hatiferet v'hanetz sakavahu. Kiko b'shamayim u'ba'aretz, Kiko b'shamayim u'ba'aretz. Lecha Adonai hamalacha v'hamid na'aseh lechol erosh. Esa enai el he'arim, me'ayim yavo ezri. Esa enai el he'arim, me'ayim yavo ezri. Ezri me'im Adonai, oseh shamayim va'aretz. Ezri me'im Adonai, oseh shamayim va'aretz. Haba nagila, haba nagila, haba nagila ben ismecha. Haba nagila, haba nagila, haba nagila ben ismecha. Haba nuranana, haba nuranana, haba nuranana ben ismecha. Haba nuranana, haba nuranana, haba nuranana ben
be seated. Our sages teach Moses received the Torah at Sinai, handed it down to Joshua, Joshua to the elders to the prophets handed it down to the people of the Great Assembly. The Great Assembly was more than 2,000 years ago, so we have a tradition, a chain of connection to Torah and to Jewish learning that has spawned across the generations going back thousands of years. Many here are very familiar with the process of reading Torah. Indeed, the full ritual today will include participation of 2 rabbis related to Sam, his grandmother and uncle. But for those who are not as familiar, let me explain what's entailed in reading directly from the Torah, as Sam avows his link in that ancient chain. In the Torah, Hebrew is written entirely in consonants without a vowel in between them. So if you had the consonants T and L, and you only selected words that meant sense somehow in English, how would you read those 2 consonants, T and L? Tail, tall, teal, tell, tile, till, tool, tull, and then there's toll as in Stoltz. That's for a single syllable. Do it for words and sentences and paragraphs, for several aliyot, and then add the ancient cantillation, the ancient melody. You begin to get a sense of Sam's accomplishment. As a Reformed congregation following a Reformed Jewish calendar, this week we now begin the next book of the Torah, Sefer B'midbar, the book of Numbers. B'midbar, literally in the wilderness, tells how the Israelites prepare themselves militarily and then spiritually for their march through the wilderness to Eretz Yisrael, to the promised land of Israel. This journey will take the children of Israel through hostile environments, both natural and human. To meet those dangers, the people must be organized. The book of Numbers commences with several lists and explanations that serve to arrange and catalog the Israelite camp in the wilderness, the symmetrical arrangement of the camp itself around the Mishkan or tabernacle, the wilderness sanctuary, and then finally, as Sam will present, the special role of the Levite population in transporting the tabernacle and the special fabrics used for the sacred objects. In this way does the biblical author endeavor to place order on chaos, asserting that strategic plan and actions can help to ensure the survival of the people, and a sense of reverence for those objects that link them to the sacred. Finally, it's noteworthy that a recurrent fabric, a type of blue cloth enveloping the sacred items, is the ancestor of the blue that surrounds us in this sanctuary. Our Torah portion is in the booklets. It's on our special sheets. You will see it beginning May Parshat B'midbar, Numbers 4. We're going to be reading this morning verses 1 through 12. Torah is so special, so sacred, that we sandwich its reading with blessing. There's a blessing before a segment of Torah is read, a blessing after a segment of Torah is read. The blessing before speaks of our special privilege of linking ourselves to the Torah, Asher Bachar Banu, Mikol Ha'amim, and the blessing after speaks of the truths we derive from our encounter with the Torah, Asher Natan Lanu Torah Temet. And as momentarily as we begin the process of these aliyot, those who will be coming forward have a very special relationship with Sam. But first, Sam and Dr. Dan, let's get you ready for our Torah reading, finding your place. And microphone. Vayamdu Rishon, Mendel Yisrael, Brendel. We invite forward grandparents Mel and Brenda for our first aliyah to the Torah.
doesn't touch the fish.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe vel Aharon lemor naso et rosh b'nei Kehat mitoch b'nei Levi lemishpachotam levez avotam mi ben shaloshim shana v'amala va'ad ben chamishim shana koba l'tava la'aso malacha b'hel moed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Please join us for the
Thank you. Great.
Ta'amoda ha'shenit, Harav Rachel Tamar Bachor. We invite forward Grandmother Rabbi Rachel Savta Rachel for our second Aliyah to the Torah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Zo avodat b'nei Kehat b'hel moed kodesh hakodashim uva Aharon uvanav binso hamachaneh v'horidu parochet hamasach v'chisuva Aron ha'edu v'natanu alav kisui or tachash ufarasu beged kalil techelet milmala v'samsamu badav.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayandu Shlishi Ha'arim Shel Ha'bar Mitzvah Melech Pinchas B'Shirat Yarden. We invite forward Michael and Jen for our third Aliyah to the Torah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Ve'al shulchan hapanim yifresu beged dechelet v'natnu alav ehakaro ve'hagapo ve'hamnakio ve'egaso hanasech ve'lehem hatamid alav hihyeh frasu alehem beged Tola shani v'chisu oto b'michsei or tachash v'samu ebabdav v'lakachu beged techele v'chisu emenara hama or v'tnei roteha v'malkacheha v'machtoteha v'eit kokelei shamna asher yishritu lavahem. Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. You're welcome.
So Sam, you know the drill. You have chanted just beautifully from the Torah, and now it's the moment where you're going to be taking the Aliyah. You're going to be doing the blessings before and after, and in so doing, become a bar mitzvah. Before I officially call you up for your bar mitzvah Aliyah, we take this moment now to pause, to offer Judaism's prayer of gratitude for this milestone moment in your life, the life of your family, the life of our congregation and people. We sing Judaism's prayer of gratitude, the Shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Ya'amod, 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 habachor, habar mitzvah, chatan haTorah, v'hamaftir. Hillel Baruch ben Melech Pinchas v'Shira Yarden.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
V'natanu ota bekol keleha el michsei or tachash v'natanu al hamu v'yal mizbach hazahav yifresu beged dechelet v'chisu oto b'michsei or tachash v'samu et badav. V'lakachu ekol kalei hasharei asher yishritu vam b'kodesh v'natanu el beged dechelet v'chisu otam b'michsei or tachash v'natanu al hamot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Amen. Just lovely, beautiful job.
At this point in our service, we turn to the bottom of page 370.
Get your book ready.
Uncle Jeff, Harab Yosef Alexander, is our Madbia, our Torah raiser. We invite forward our Golelet, our Torah dresser, and Heather.
Oh, Santa, okay.
Please rock.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai v'yad Moshe. La 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 la.
Morning, Jews read an additional selection from Scripture, a Haftarah concluding reading. Typically, a bat or bar mitzvah has the honor of reading that Haftarah, and the privilege of reading both Torah and Haftarah indicates the young person has now been accepted as an adult. Hosea lived in the 8th century BCE in the northern kingdom. The worship of Baal, a Canaanite god, was common. People were forgetting the covenant, the relationship established between God, Abraham, and the Jewish people. So according to Hosea, God asks him to marry a woman whose romantic interests extended beyond Hosea. He marries her, but she soon finds other suitors. Hosea is enraged, and in his mind devises a number of scenes of confrontation that might humiliate her. But then Hosea thinks better of things. He states, "Assuredly, I will speak coaxingly to her. I will espouse you forever. I will espouse you with faithfulness." Given its discussion of infidelity, for sure, this is not the Haftarah that one might immediately suggest to mark a young person's entrance into adulthood. And given modern sensibility, there is distress in Hosea's musings. Yet this Haftarah ultimately offers a message of one that all people, both teens and mature adults, can relate to. Our lives and our relationships should be based upon goodness, compassion, and mutuality. That is why words from this Haftarah are often read at Jewish weddings or decorate ketubot, and why we should choose to remember them now. As we contemplate milestones, including Sam's, the underpinnings of all successful relationships are trust and commitment. Our Haftarah will be found on the last page of our booklets.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher baruch banu mikol ha'amim v'natalanu et Torah. Baruch atah Adonai. Oh, I just said the Torah one. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nviim tovim v'ratzah v'Abraham hana emarim b'emet. Baruch atah Adonai Abacher b'Torah u'v'Moshe Avdo u'Yisrael Amo v'yeh hamet v'tzedek v'haya mispar b'nei Yisrael k'chol hayam asher lo yimad v'lo yistafer v'haya imkom Asher yemer lahem lo mi yatem yemer lahem b'nei Elchai b'nei betu b'nei Yehuda b'nei Israel yachdav v'samu lahem rosh echad be'alu min ha'aretz ki gadol yom Yisrael imru la'achechem ami b'la'achotechem ruchama rivu b'imechem rivu kehi lo ishti v'anochi lo isha v'taser zineha mipaneha v'na'afufebha miben shadeha pen afshitena ruma v'hi tagtiha kiyom hi balda v'samtiha hamidbar v'shatiha keretziya v'hamitiha batsama lachein hine anochi mefateha v'holachtiha hamidbar v'dibarti aliba V'natati la karameha misha v'emek achor lofet tachtikva v'anata shama kimei nureha uchyom alotama eretz mitzrayim v'haya v'yom hahu neuveronai tikri ishi v'lo tikri liod bali v'haseroti et shemo habalim mifiha v'lo yisrachu v'ishmam v'charati lahem b'ri bayom hahu imchia hasadeh v'im ov hashamayim v'remes ha'adamah v'keshet v'cherev v'milchama eshbor min ha'aretz v'ishchavtiyim lavetach v'eras tichli lo laham v'eras tichli b'tzedek uv'mishpat uv'chesed uv'rachamim v'eras tichli Be'emunah, beyada, Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Sur kol ha'olamim, Tzadik b'kol hadarot, Ha'el ha'ne'eman, Ha'omer v'yoseh, Hamdaber mekayem, Shekol devara emet v'tzedek. Al HaTorah, Ve'al HaAvodah, Ve'al HaNavim, Ve'al Yom HaShabbat Hazeh, Shenatata lanu, Adonai Eloheinu, L'Tushaf, L'Nucha, L'Kavod, L'Tifaret. Akol, Adonai Eloheinu, Anachnu modim, L'ach, U'mivarachim otach, Yipareh Shemcha b'fi kol hai, Tamit le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Shema.
Makadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov. Hey, hey, lanu. Hey, lanu, yeah, lanu. Ulekol Yisrael. Yeah, lanu, yeah, lanu. Ulekol Yisrael. Yeah, lanu, yeah, lanu. Ulekol Yisrael. Yeah, lanu, yeah, lanu. Ulekol Yisrael. Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov. Elanu.
Congratulations, just beautiful. We now invite forward John, Armina, Judy, and Jesse for the prayer for the United States. And we also invite forward at this time Aunt Paula for the prayer for the state of Israel. Please.
Thus says Adonai, this is what I desire, to unlock the fetters of wickedness and untie the cords of lawlessness, to let the oppressed go free, to break off every yoke. Share your bread with the hungry, and take the wretched poor into your home. When you see the naked, give clothing, and do not ignore your own kin. If you banish the yoke from your midst, the menacing hand of the evil speech, if you offer compassion to the hungry and satisfy the famished creature, then your light shall shine in darkness.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen.
This is page 377. Prayer for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread it over the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. We turn to page 374. We invite forward Uncle Bill to open our ark as the Torah will be returned to the ark. We will be singing Eitz Chaim He, found at the bottom of the page. Please, for those who are able, please rise.
Eitz Chaim He, lama chazikim ba, v'tom keha me'ushar, derachea, darchen doam, v'chol netivoteha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva. Kadesh, Kadesh Yameinu, Kadesh Yameinu, Kekedem.
Please be seated.
When I first thought about having a bar mitzvah ceremony, all I could imagine were the hours it would take for me to learn everything. It made me tired just thinking about it. All the Hebrew made me dizzy. I didn't think I could do it at all. I could have let myself keep believing that, but instead, I made time every day when I came home from school to go to my computer and practice. At first, it still seemed impossible, but over time, I could see the improvements I made. I forgot about keeping track of time and of how much I had to do until one day I realized I was finished with all my learning. In fact, I did so well, my tutor and father suggested I learn even more. At first, I didn't want to, but now I'm glad I did it. I was so proud of myself for doing this without a lot of pushing from my parents. In my portion in the Torah, which is the first 5 books of the Jewish Bible, I learned about the Israelites and the Mishkan. I saw myself in how I studied for my bar mitzvah and what God wanted them to do. God commanded the Israelites to build the Mishkan, a portable sanctuary they carried in the wilderness as a place to worship God. This happened after the Israelites escaped from Egypt and Pharaoh. Freeing themselves from slavery and crossing the Red Sea was hard for the Israelites, and they were afraid of not having enough food and water in the desert. They even wanted to go back to Egypt. So God gave them a place where they could remember that God was the one who rescued them from slavery and reminded them they were better even in the desert than they were in Egypt. In the beginning of my portion, God tells Moses, the leader of the Israelites, and Aaron, the high priest, to take a census of the 3 groups of men who would carry the Mishkan, the portable sanctuary, through the desert. There were 3 groups of them. The first were the Kohathites, who moved the sacred objects from the Mishkan. The second group of men were the Gershonites, who carried the curtains and all the other coverings of the Mishkan. The third were the Merarites, who carried the boards, bars, and pillars of the Mishkan. What's so interesting to me is that the men that were assigned these tasks had to be between 30 and 50 years of age. Because this job was so important, the men needed to be mature enough to be responsible, but not too old as they could overwork and hurt themselves. Just made the cut, Dad. In addition to God making sure the men were a certain age, he instructed the Israelites on how to move these objects so the process was smooth and so no one got confused or hurt. Like what happens in this story, this is the way I always study for my bar mitzvah and at school. I include everything I have to do on an outline, figure out how much time I need for each thing, and then do it. Now that I know this method is also part of the process that traces itself back to the Torah, it's even more important for me to do my own work this way. In addition to my Torah portion, I had another piece to learn, my Haftorah. This one is from the second section of the Jewish Bible called the Prophets. I read about the prophet Hosea and his conflicts with his wife, Gomer. It's hard to really understand what's happening in this story. God tells Hosea to marry Gomer and have children with her, even though God knew she wouldn't be faithful to him and she was having multiple affairs with other men. It's hard to believe that God would tell a person, especially a prophet, to marry someone who's a harlot. One way the story is interpreted is as a metaphor, comparing Hosea's wife to the people of Israel who were being unfaithful to God. They were worshiping other gods, eating forbidden food, and acting in ways that were not holy. Over time, the Israelites became faithful to God once more. God shows us his infinite wisdom even when we do things against Jewish law. We might not be so forgiving when someone hurts us, but we should work to follow God's example by working to forgive others. This whole experience has been one I won't forget. It's given me so much to think about. Now that I'm a bar mitzvah, a Jewish adult, I know I have to take on a lot more responsibility around the house, in school, and in the Jewish community. At home, it's been picking at my dog's poop, cleaning my room more often, and setting the table for dinner. At school, I'll work harder to study the subjects we're learning, even Spanish. And not just what I have to know, but other things that are interesting to me. I have learned from my experience in training for becoming a bar mitzvah that anything is possible. I was able to learn, in a foreign language, to recite my Torah portion that my ancestors did thousands of years ago. This especially means a lot to me, because now I will be able to pass the torch down to my kids as my father passed the torch down to me. For my bar mitzvah project, I chose to donate dog food and supplies to the Southbury food bank, where people who don't have enough money can go and get it for free. I chose this as my project because I love my dog and couldn't stomach how some people couldn't afford to take care of their dogs. I acted upon this feeling and wanted to make the world a better place by having more dogs being taken care of. What I learned from this project is how generous and caring people are and that a life is a life. I would like to thank the rabbi for reading the service with me. I'd also like to thank Maura Linda for teaching me songs when I was a kid, and Dr. Dan for guiding me along the path of becoming a bar mitzvah and talking to me about medical school. I'd also like to thank Maura Tikva and all my previous religious school teachers for teaching me about my roots and making it so I did not have to spend hours going down the black hole of Google. I'd especially like to say thanks to my Savta Rachel for helping me write in my Devor Torah, the Sisterhood for helping me customize my yarmulkes, and the volunteers for being the foundation of my bar mitzvah ceremony and doing it in your Shabbat to help make this day special. I couldn't not give a shout out to my friends for playing video games with me and making me laugh harder than I thought was possible, and for my religious school friends for being on this journey with me, and of course, my family. Thank you, Grandpa Mel and Grandma Brenda, for all your help with setting up my bar mitzvah and bringing me and my family on superlative trips. You've been available to me anytime, whenever I need it, and treating me like I'm first class. Also, I want to give a gargantuan thanks to the Weitzers and Andreases, Armina, Applejohn, Cassidy, Dylan, Grandma Judy, and Uncle Jesse for hosting the best parties, and a huge thanks to Applejohn and Uncle Jesse for rooting for me at wrestling meets until your voices went hoarse. I also want to thank Armina for the amazing job you did on deciding my bar mitzvah invitations and handouts. And Grandpa Howard, who I wish could be here today, but is with me in spirit. I know you would be especially proud of me of becoming a bar mitzvah. I want to thank Aunt Heather and Uncle Jeff for being supportive of me, especially Uncle Jeff for being supportive of my poker habits. Owen and Ava, thank you both for being the best siblings I could have asked for. Even though we fight, just know that I love you both with a quantum foe and back, and that will never change. Finally, I want to give a prodigious thank you to my mom and dad. You were the ones who have been with me from the beginning of my existence and every step of the way up until this moment. Even though I can be salty at times, I still know you love me unconditionally, and I want to thank you for that. I just want to let you know that I love you too. Thank you all for always being supportive of me on whatever I do and loving me to the end of the observable universe and back. As I look back on my journey to becoming a bar mitzvah, I realize that my initial concerns about all the time and effort turned out to be unfounded. With enough time, practice, and support, anything is possible.
Yay.
You did it, buddy. Sam, I want to start by saying how immensely proud we are of you. You are an amazing person. I am personally inspired by your passion, determination, strength, and resilience. You did an amazing job this morning. I have been so moved watching you prepare for your bar mitzvah. You put your heart and soul into learning your Torah portion, your Haftorah portion, writing, and rehearsing your Devar Torah. You've shown your complete dedication and commitment. You have always amazed me at the things you've accomplished when you put your mind to it. Whether it was reading when you were younger, speech, or learning quantum mechanics, which I still really don't get. You can move mountains when you have the dedication and desire. One wish we have for you is to find those things in life that you are passionate about and use your drive to succeed beyond the quantum foam and back.
It's hard for me to believe that this handsome young man standing in front of me and slightly over me, if I'm not wearing heels, was just a baby in my arms 13 years ago. As my firstborn, you made me a mom and gave me a new title that I was not at all prepared for. I will never forget the first night home from the hospital. I tried so hard to stay awake all night holding you because I was afraid if I put you down, you would break. But boy, was I wrong. You are strong in so many ways, inside and out. Your resilience is inspiring. Your determination, whether it's on the football field, wrestling mat, or wrestling with whatever difficult subject in school comes your way and excelling at it, you always amaze me. Our wish for you is to keep that resilience, embrace the winds of change in life, and to bend like trees in the storm, not break.
Another wish I have for you is to continue to find a place for Judaism in your life. I hope your bar mitzvah this morning is just the beginning of your spiritual journey. You have an amazing moral compass. I remember when you were younger, the parent of a classmate called to say that you were the only kid in class who didn't join in making fun of her son. Another wish we have for you is to retain your moral grounding, to do what you know is right, not what is just convenient or expected.
We know it can be hard to believe, but your brother and sister love, admire, and look up to you like nobody else. Our hope is for you to know that in the years to come, you will have a friendship unlike any other if you can just find a little more patience now. I have that proof right there. We couldn't be prouder of the young man you've become and the man that you're becoming. Our last wish is for you to know that no matter what road life takes, you will always have your friendships and family. Know that we are always there to support and love you.
Sam Dunkofard, on behalf of your congregational family, our president, Lisa Siegel.
Mazel tov. Sam, it's always an honor to stand up here and represent your congregational family, but it's especially meaningful when I've had the opportunity to watch one of our wonderful students go from here to here and do it in such an impressive and poised manner. You should be very proud of yourself because we are all so wonderfully proud of you. On behalf of the congregation, I'd like to present you with a beautiful certificate of bar mitzvah that you can frame and put on your wall to remind you of what a wonderful and special day today was. In addition, while today may be a culmination of your younger Hebrew school days, this is certainly not an ending. It is just a beginning of your Jewish journey as an adult. And I hope one day that you'll be able to use this certificate from NIFTY toward a trip to Israel as part of your continuation of your Jewish journey. Lastly, you may remember in third grade getting a Siddur from Sisterhood. Well, now Sisterhood would also like to present you with another memorable gift that I hope you will use each Shabbat. It's a personalized Kiddush cup, and may you use it in health and in peace and remembering what a special day today was. Mazel tov, Sam, you were wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, I am very, very proud of you. And do you know that I remember when you started religious school, you weren't so sure that you really wanted to to study Judaism, you weren't so sure. It just seemed to me you needed some convincing. And the wonderful thing is that you discovered the power, the beauty of the language, the power of the Torah, and the wisdom of all those wonderful stories, and you embraced it. And now our Torah, my Torah, is your Torah, and it's yours to go through life with. And I know that you're going to use, refer to it, because there are challenges in life, and the Torah will always be there for you. So very, very proud. And I just see a light coming from you because of this spirituality that's inside of you, and I'm so proud. And I do hope that you'll continue and be a part, because you're really an inspiration for younger students. So it is my privilege at this moment to sing to you. And I have chosen a song about the light of Torah. It's called The World of Your Dreams, and it just seems so fitting for you, Sam. Goes like this. May your eyes shine with the light of Torah, and your face be radiant as the brightness of the sky. May your lips speak words of wisdom, and may the world you live in be the world of your dreams. May you see the world created in your lifetime. May you see your visions come to be. May your hope touch every generation to come. These are the prayers we have for you. Please join me if you can. May your eyes shine with the light of Torah. May your eyes shine with the light of Torah, and your face be radiant, and your face be radiant as the brightness of the sky. May your lips speak words of wisdom, and may the world you live in be the world of your dreams. May the world you live in be the world of your dreams.
With its perpetual flame and its ark and Torah scrolls, with biblical verses inscribed on this table and prayer books resting on the shelves, this sanctuary is a holy place. It's a proud descendant of the Mishkan described by you and by your Torah portion. And like the middle-aged men from clans you read about, Sam, we are charged with its upkeep. This Mishkan is often available, but you can't just walk in at any time. There are locks on the building, there are locks on these doors. And such has always been the case. To leave a sanctuary without protection was unthinkable. Yet when considering the Mishkan you read about in the Torah, Sam, and those of other ancient peoples, an important distinction is found. In Mesopotamia or Egypt, the sanctuary's guards were not only human beings, but also divinities, a type of gargoyles in front of temples. In ancient Israel, however, there was no place for such demons, and instead the task of guarding and transporting the sanctuary and its items was reserved for humans, for the Levite men, as you explained. Their actions avowed monotheism and challenged superstition. For holiness is protected by people. That is, Sam, by people like you. Sam, you have worked very hard for this day. Given that you have a real talent for Hebrew, Dr. Dan continued to push you forward. And in each case, you took the challenge and exceeded it. You've also done an important mitzvah project in keeping with our Jewish value of tsar ba'alei chayim, of respect for animals. So too, Sam, having thought about the meaning of this moment and its texts, you not only read with strength and feeling, you approached the day with good humor. Sam, I've known you for many years. You've always been a person to speak your mind and to ask a lot of questions, and to demonstrate your pride in your Jewish identity. Today, now as a bar mitzvah, you become, as it were, a true guardian of this sanctuary and our people. By continued study and engagement, Sam, may you help to protect this and other holy spots and our worldview from cynicism or despair, from bullies and bigots. For after all, guardianship is not only a responsibility, it's also a blessing, and it's a lifelong task. May you go from strength to strength, and may the ever-present God always be with you. Sam, it is now my privilege as your rabbi to bestow our people's inmost blessing upon you, the blessing of the Torah itself, the Birkat HaKohanim. Yevarechecha Adonai v'shmerecha, may God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yuknecha, may God's presence shine upon you and be good to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, may God's presence be with you and give you peace. Amen. Friends, we return back to the prayer books as we are beginning now our concluding prayers. We begin our concluding prayers with the Aleinu. It is found on page 586, page 586. For those who are able, we ask you to rise. The Aleinu that we chant will be the second paragraph down on the page, and we invite forward Caroline and Matthew to open our ark. Page 586. Caroline, if you can take this side right here. A lot of strength. Very good. Good job. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malhei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Help us close.
It's very hard work, thank you.
Please be seated. Excellent job, thank you. And anybody who's ever come forward to open our ark knows we have the heaviest ark of any congregation, at least in Connecticut, but probably the whole country. Page 591.
V'nehemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo u'shemo
Page 598. In ancient people, our joys and our sadnesses are always interspersed. And at this time, we now call to mind our own beloved dead. During the period of, well, first we note the recent death of Bert Albert, husband of Sylvia. During Shloshim, we remember Ethel Goldberg, mother of Bryna. This Shabbat, we remember the anniversaries of the deaths, the yahrzeit of Hilda Albert, Jacob Bamberger, Bernard Burnham, Juanita Chichester, Meyer B. Erlanger Sr., Fanny Fingerhut, Tilly Fisher, Moritz Lax, Sheila Mahler, Norman R. Richards, and Boris Woloshin. If there are additional names to mention for Kaddish this Shabbat, please feel free to say their names now. Each Shabbat, we also mention 6 names amongst the 6 million murdered in the Holocaust, the Shoah. And we now remember Labish Riedman, Gidel Schottner, Esther Schottner, Rachel Schaffman, Rosolio Schaffman, and Sarah Schaffman. In remembrance and solidarity, and on behalf of those for whom there was no one but us to say Kaddish, we now invite all present to rise, if you are able, page 598 for our Kaddish prayer. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam l'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitalal, shemei b'kudusha b'rechu. Le'elan min kol berchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, damiran b'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Osei shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Zichronam l'bracha, may their memories be for blessing, and let us say, Amen. Please be seated. Adon Olam is found on page 625.
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, V'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, V'yet Nasa, V'chesaho, Asam Malach Shemon Yikra, Adon Olam, V'yam Harei, Higlol HaKol, Levad Adon Yimlok Hara, Adon Olam, V'hu Haya, V'yu Kofeh, V'hu Asher Malach, V'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, V'yet Nasa, V'chesaho, Asam Malach Shemon Yikra, Adon Olam, V'hu Echad Sheni, L'ham Shelo L'havira, Adon Olam, V'li Reishit, V'li Tachlit, V'lo Ha'otam Nishra, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, V'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, V'yet Nasa, V'chesaho, Asam Malach Shemon Yikra, Adon Olam, V'hu Eli, V'chai Goli, V'zurach li V'etzara, Adon Olam, V'hu Nisi, U'anos li, V'nakrozi B'yom Ha'kra, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, V'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, V'yet Nasa, V'chesaho, Asam Malach Shemon Yikra, Adon Olam, V'yatu Afkid Ruhi, Be'et Tisha V'yayira, Adon Olam, Be'im Ruhi, Geviati, Adon Olim V'lawira, Adon Olam,
call.
Yitzir Nibran,
Yitzir Nibran,
Li'et Nasa,
Le'et Nasa, V'het Sokol, Hazor Yelech Shemo Nibran, Adon Olam. And Sam uses the same Kiddush cup his father used when he became a bar mitzvah. Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit-olam. Ol King Baruch Adonai et Yom HaShabbat v'yikadshehu Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. L'chaim. Sam, the honors. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Amen b'tevon. Mazel tov. Congratulations. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Thank you.
Great job. Thank you.
Everyone's going to be pressing on give me your headset.
Perfect idea.
Thanks, Noah.
He really is. I mean, I can't tell you how pleased I was at his transformation.